Welcome to the quick tutorial on creating charts with Google Sheets. The starting point is Google Drive. I like to use creating graphs in a lot of different activities. I actually use it in social studies, so I click New, Google Sheets, or might have to click More to create a new Google Sheets or spreadsheet. And we have our columns and our rows, and I already started one here, and you can increase and decrease the width of the column. So you can type and you can change the font, you can highlight stuff, etc. Change the font, make it bold. You have all the same kind of tools. When it comes to the numbers, you could have them type in decimals, or you can have them type in percents, etc. Shortcut tools are here. You can click on numbers and you have all these here. Make it percents. I could format this to percent, and for the slaves, I could just have them type in 33. Didn't format that right. You got to start with percent. Let me try it one more time. Percent. 33%. And then you can also highlight everything. You can increase or decrease the font. So there I have my figures here. And the other thing I did is I had my students guess what proportion of the people who lived in Athens, the birthplace of democracy, were slaves, were adult citizens who could vote, etc. Without voting here. So who could vote in Athens? 16% of the people, it turns out. And then they could check this by clicking on, had to add up to 100% or 1, clicking on functions and sum. So they select the cursor where you want the sum to appear. Then click the function, which is the sigma sign, sum. And then it says sum equals, and then you select the range that you want to be. So I'm selecting all the numbers. And it added up to 1, or I could format that to a percent and make it 100%. Decrease the decimal point a little bit. Now to create a graph of this information is what we want to do. So that first, all you have to do is highlight everything you want in your graph, your labels and your data. And then you click on the symbol of the chart. Insert chart. And it automatically picks the chart that it thinks would fit the best. So as different charts you can use, you can explore with this. You can bar graph or line graphs, etc. Circle graph I think works fine for us. You can customize it, can give it a title. People of Athens, I'll say. All kinds of customizations that you can make as well. And then what you need to do, kind of hard to see here on the bottom, it says insert. I don't know if you can see that. Down here I have insert. And there we have it. This is our chart. So at any rate, there's all types of editing you can do. You have view mode and edit mode. And when you're in edit mode, you can right click and select, change the title if you want. You can right click on the background and say chart area, make it maybe a different color. Clear the title. Advanced edit, all kinds of stuff. So for each series, you can change each series. So I select, it's kind of at the bottom, you can't see, but when you click here, you can change all of these colors. So anyway, sorry you can't see, but it says adult males, adult females. You can change each color. I'm going to change the adult females to maybe a brown or something. Make it 3D, add borders, etc. Change the background. On the bottom left-hand corner, it says update. So when you play around, just practice double clicking. Can kind of pull these apart if you'd like. So there's your graph. And the next thing you can do is you can click here and say copy chart. And you can put it in a doc. As a picture, you could do whatever you'd like, and now it's an image. It's not dynamically linked, but and I could have changed a lot on this. I could have changed, just have to kind of experiment with the tool. So there's a very nice looking graph, and you figured out how to do that in about just 5 minutes. So there's a lot of, in social studies, math, obviously, science, language arts, lots of chances to create graphs. So I have a lot of fun with graphs, and here's a simple one you can do with Google Sheets.